legends, welcome back to another episode of Off the Grid. Today's episode's a modified and we've got my RC Colorado. So a little bit of background history. My previous car was an RA Rodeo. Bought that as my first car and it was an absolute beast. Took it up to the high country, an absolute blast. In the long run, I wanted a bit more power and a bit more reliability. So I opted for the RC Colorado and so far it hasn't let me down. So I'll get in and I'll show you what I've done to the big beast. So we're starting up front. I've opted for an Arb Deluxe Bull Bar. When I first bought the Colorado, it had an X-Rocks Bull Bar, which I wasn't too big of a fan on. The approach angles were nice, but the protection wasn't there. I paired this up with some King's 9-inch illuminator spotties. They've done everything I've wanted, and I wasn't after long distance, so they've been absolutely perfect. The GME 6.6 DVI aerial was something that I chose to pair up with my Untitled UHF, which is mounted in the cab. And I've also put on the Bull Bar an AM/FM radio for a bit better reception when I'm out on the tracks. So for the tyres and suspension, I've gone with the Bev Goodrich KO2 all-terrains. They're a brilliant tyre, aggressive sidewall, and look, I've put them through their paces and they've been bloody brilliant. I paired them up with a dynamic D-shape steel rim, and look, they were the perfect combo for what I wanted. For suspension, I'm running an EFS 2-inch lift kit all round, but in the back, I'm running 300 kilo constant load springs with some Mungie soft ride 2-inch extended shackles. So in the back of the Colorado, I've opted for a Titan rear draw system to keep it real simple. This system came with the built-in fridge slide, which I've mounted my 42 litre Angle onto. At the back of the fridge, I put my battery box, which I mount my 100 amp hour battery in, and that runs all my camp lights and accessories when I'm set up for camp. In the left-hand drawer system, I keep all my camping gear, so floor mats, awning walls, all your pegs, cups, utensils, and in the right hand side I keep all my recovery gear and tools. Future plans for the rear, I'm looking to mount an ARB onboard compressor for easy access when pumping up those tyres, and I'm looking to run a dual battery system so that then I can keep that rear battery topped up as I'm driving. So moving from the front down to the side, I've gone with some aftermarket brush bar and side steps. These side steps and brush bars are something I was looking for because they protected the full side panel, and these side steps managed to protect my door seals, which was something I was looking for. I've gone with a Safari snorkel, which is perfectly partnered up with my 3-inch exhaust, which is running from the turbo back. Up top, I've gone with the Arb Deluxe roof rack. I've gone with a set of max tracks on the side and a shovel holder on the inside to keep it sleek and simple. On the opposite side, I'm running a Sunseeker Rhino rack awning, which is a 2 by 2.1 meter awning, and it's been absolutely perfect. So in the cab here, I've gone pretty simple. I've gone for an aftermarket Untitled UHF, which is a 2-piece mounted underneath the dash, and the speaker for it's mounted up underneath the steering column. I've gone for a Kenwooded head unit, which is partnered up with some kicker speakers, kicker tweeters, and a slimline subwoofer, which is mounted up underneath the rear seat. I've got a Garmin Navman, which I'm looking to upgrade very shortly to the HEMA HX1, which I've heard very good reports about. I've got an iDrive, which is perfect because it reduces all throttle lag and it's perfect for getting up and around those big trucks. So in the engine bay, I've kept it pretty simple. I've opted for a Thumper Redback 100 amp hour AGM battery, which is running all of my accessories. I've gone with a Mungie EGR delete cable, which just stops all the engine gas emissions running back through the manifold, which eventually you'll need cleaned. But perks of the clean are better fuel economy, and you won't have all that build-up of soot in it. I've also gone with a HPD catch cam, which is catching all the oils and stops them running back through the engine, which is something I really wanted with this motor. That wraps up the motor, but future plans, I'm looking to maybe get an ECU remap. I'll get a bit more power out of that, but that's about it under the hood. So that wraps up the Colorado modified. Future plans for this one, twin lockers, ECU remap so I get a bit more gains, dual battery system to keep the rear battery topped up while travelling, and some bigger tyres for that bit more lift. If you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to leave a like rating, comment down below what you'd like to see next on our modified series, and be sure to subscribe for more content. If you haven't already, head over to our Facebook page at Off the Grid 4x4, check out our Instagram at offthegrid.4x4, and if you haven't already, head over to Sydney 4x4 Repairs. They're our sponsor for today's video, and if you use the code OFFTHEGRID, you'll get yourself 5% off at checkout. Thanks for watching, legends, and we'll see you next time on Off the Grid.